Welcome to the USC Report. I'm Amanda Pflugrad and this is Scott Wolf, and today we're going to be talking about USC versus the Notre Dame game. So Scott, how's the team looking?
Well, that's a good question, but personally I don't think anybody watching this video right now cares about the USC Notre Dame game because you are Amanda Pflugrad, so we just want to talk to you first, because that is vital to the existence of my blog. So first of all, I want to ask you, are you aware that you are the most popular cheerleader on my blog?
I was not really aware of that, but I'm definitely very flattered about that.
But you do know you're popular on my blog, right?
Well, I know that when I had met you at the Pac-10 tournament about that, and I know that you had mentioned that. So I kind of knew last year when you had said that.
Right.
So
tell us, how's it feel to be the most popular cheerleader on our blog when you're an Oregon cheerleader on a USC blog? That's kind of unusual. How does that make you feel?
Yeah, it's definitely unusual. I don't know. I know that their cheerleading program's just so great, kind of, having the stunting and the dancing and everything. So I think that's kind of what really sets Oregon cheer apart from a lot of the stunting and dancing that we do. So I think that was maybe Oregon cheer in general. So
really, I think it said more about USC cheer actually, but I'm not going to make you answer that question. So tell us a little bit about what it was like being an Oregon cheerleader. You had some great games you went to and great experiences. Give us a couple stories from that time.
Well, it was amazing. It was such a great experience. We got to do so much with the fans and everything, and really getting the crowd involved during football games. That football was definitely my favorite season to cheer at. But I would have to say the one that I remember the most was the Rose Bowl, just because it was my last game as a senior, kind of the most memorable, just coming out and doing that game. It was just, giving it our all and knowing that that was our last football game that we were going to cheer as Oregon cheerleaders. So I think that was kind of the game that I was looking the most forward to. And then we got to participate in the Rose Bowl parade, which was really special too. So.
And how much more popular were the Oregon cheerleaders from your first year to when you graduated in terms of exposure and fans and stuff like that?
When I tried out at Oregon, that was one of the things that I had heard a lot from people, was basically them saying that Oregon cheer is very well known. So I don't know if they've gotten any more popular than they've already had. We have a great program, and it's I think it's always been that way. So I don't think it's really changed as much kind of through the years. It's pretty much stayed the same with the recognition and the hard work that goes with it. So
right. And your dad was a Oregon coach.
He was, yes.
So do you consider Oregon your home, or Washington State, or is there some place that you consider to be your home?
I think probably Oregon the most, just because that's where I went to college and stuff. I'd have to say that was probably the most that I would consider, and I have the most family there too. My grandparents and aunts and uncles live there, so I think that's kind of where, if I'm going to go home, that's what I consider mostly there.
And your brother now plays at Arizona State.
He does, yes.
And you're living down in Phoenix.
I am.
And are you guys living together? Are you roommates?
We are, yes.
Okay.
I just moved in with him. I was living with some friends, and so just moved in with him, and he's doing really well.
And what about when ASU played Oregon? Who were you rooting for?
Oh, that was hard. That was really hard, but I don't know.
Just tell us who you were rooting for.
I felt like I had to, root for my brother, but it was really special to see Oregon there too.
And were the Oregon fans mad when you wore a ASU jersey at that game?
I didn't really see a lot of people my friends that I saw and stuff. I think that they understood, just because it was my brother. They were kind of like, oh, well, what are you doing? And I was like, I'm an Oregon cheerleader at heart, but I have to root for the family too. So I should have done half and half with a little O on my face and an ASU jersey.
Yeah, that would have been creative.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of jerseys, why don't you turn around a little bit for our viewers to see? This is a USC jersey. Okay.
Yes, it is.
So that's good.
Yes.
I like that.
Go Trojans.
That might upset a few Oregon fans, but
I know.
You graduated and you're professional.
Still a duck at heart. So.
Yes, of course, but that's good. There's a kind of a détente between Trojans and Ducks here. You're on the USC campus. How's it feel to be at USC tonight?
It's amazing. I've never really, for cheer we've been here a few times, but just walking around and stuff, it's really amazing. It's beautiful, and it's different than Oregon, but I like it.
What was that like when you were at Oregon and you knew you were going to come to Los Angeles for a game? Did you guys look forward to that because it was a big city?
Yeah, we were really looking forward to that. We have a lot of friends that live out here, so just kind of going and talking with them, and basically getting to see all the amazing sights, and then obviously cheering in that stadium was great too. It's just such recognition for the stadium.
Right.
So.
And why don't you tell us now what you'd like to be doing, because you just graduated. So what are you looking to do career-wise right now?
Career-wise, I actually really want to get into more of the broadcasting side, either the sports, news, or entertainment. I've kind of just been networking since I graduated. I majored in broadcasting in school with communication studies, so that's kind of what my area of interest is right now, and just going for it. So.
All right, that's good. And how is that like cheerleading? Because you're performing a little bit in broadcasting.
I would actually consider both of them really similar, because you have the cheerleading and you're the performance, but with the broadcasting side, I feel it's like you're working and you work behind the scenes, and then it's like your performance is actually in front of the camera. So I can compare both of those, and those are my really big two passions that I have. So
good. And you're wearing a USC jersey, and you're an ASU fan because your brother
and
plays.
A Duck fan.
And a Duck fan.
So.
And ASU plays UCLA, so I think our fans and our readers and viewers here would want to know who you're going to root for when ASU plays UCLA.
I will be rooting for ASU.
Okay.
Yeah.
And would you ever wear a UCLA jersey? I don't think so.
I probably not, no.
There you go. I think that's good. Good judgment.
Yes.
That degree came in handy. It taught you a lot at Oregon.
Just family, got to root for family.
Okay.
So.
Well, that's a great note, I think, to wrap up this report. Why don't you close out for us, Amanda?
Okay, well, follow us on InsideSoCal.com/USC.